Hello ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to another episode of Into the Breach Let's Play. We're going to be continuing off from where we left off last time. We are playing the Rusting Hulks squad, and we'll be playing on hard. Now, if I recall correctly, last time we left off on a bad note, so hopefully we don't get a repeat of that this time around. I believe we were going for the desert island, so let's jump in here now. Another protect the volatile Vec mission. Or train. I think I'm gonna have to go with geothermal station. Okay, his range, he spawned off way at the back, that's great for us. We'll simply avoid placing our units there. Okay, first of all, we're going to use our jetpack to jump over this hornet here. Use the rocket mech to get rid of this scion, and then block with our pulse mech. Okay, so unfortunately for us, I've mispositioned our pulse mech. We can't do anything really this turn with this mech here, so what I might have to do is end up cancelling this volatile Vex attack to free up my jet. And to do that I'm going to have to fire behind. That'll free this guy up here, that he can jump over this firefly. I'll move the pulse back up closer to the battle and repair. I have to tell you guys, I've been sitting here thinking about this turn for about 5-10 minutes maybe, and I don't think there's any easy solution. So here's what I've come up with so far. I'm going to move this rocket mech, stop the hornet from attacking us, because that's going to kill all 4 of the cities. And the only other thing we can really do is to kill this firefly here and move our pulse mech out of harm's way. Feeling the hurt. So we only managed to save 1 city that turn. That was rough. Not looking good. Unfortunately, I think we're going to have to take another hit of grid damage. So we'll stop that. We'll rocket that hornet out of the way. This alpha digger. Oh, it's caused me so much pain this run. He's going to deal another damage to that city. And I've chosen not to use this pulse mech's attack because we'll end up killing the Vec there. And he can take 2 hits without dying, so we might just leave him as is. Okay. So we took a pretty big hit that mission. But we made it through. I really want that reactor core, but these two aren't so easy to do. At all. And neither is that, really. Since we're still on the road to getting a perfect island, I think I might try for Fox Plateau. Okay, this is exactly why I don't like train missions. Because you have to be very careful with positioning. So in order for the train not to hit this Alpha Hornet here, we're going to either have to move him up or down. Obviously there's a rock blocking that path. So we'll have to destroy that to move him in either direction. So here's what I've figured out. Rocket mech, go up there, kill the rocket, dealing 1 damage to this digger here. Luckily it's not an alpha. Well then, now hold on a second. Of course. Was that a sand tile, was it? Hold on. This changes things. Okay, I guess we're just gonna have to roll with the punches here. Use the jet to kill this Leaper. And push this Hornet into the electric smoke. Unfortunately, that'll now mean that it's taking damage to our power grid. Unfortunately, again, I don't see any way of preserving this power grid. Either the jet or the rocket needs to deal with the Hornet, and the only way to deal with the digger is with the rocket. And the pulse mech can't deal with the Leaper, unfortunately. That's just how it is, I suppose. At least he can block. Oh, and the train hits the rock anyway. At least I can move that out of the way. Alright. was lucky. At least this turn we'll be able to save everything, I believe. So, you start off by rocketing this leaper. Then use the jet to jump twice, killing the one. Yep, I'm glad I have a reset. We're gonna have to reset and rethink this turn. Back in a sec, guys. I don't think there's a way to save this city. So what I will do is basically the same thing. I'm gonna kill. I'll push this guy across. That's okay because it's our last turn. And hopefully resist this hornet attack. Bummer. Ooh. Okay, we really want to be taking easy missions right now. This is pretty easy, it's got seismic activity as well. And so is that. I think I'm gonna go for New Terra. That won't get me any extra power grid. So I might as well try this. Get intense. Alright, these are much easier to deal with. Here's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna use a pulse spec to push these two, blocking a vex spawn. I'm then going to use the jet mech to attack this hornet, and lastly, produce a smoke cloud on top of that firefly, so it doesn't attack my one remaining city. This turn is pretty simple. Use the rocket to attack this digger. Jump across, use dead. Push him away. And turn. Unfortunately, he'll die before he can block, but that's okay. Luckily for me, this Scion shouldn't affect me this turn. I'll move my rocket down one. Push that hornet out of the way. Push this out of the way. Use my jet to cancel this Alpha Hornet's attack. That's actually a really nice turn. I believe I'll be able to kill all 3 attacking mechs. Like so. And although he'll die, I forgot that he would also destroy this, so I'll have to reset. My mistake. So instead, I'll just use the rocket to kill this guy, pushing him out of the way. I'll push this into the water and use my jet to cancel this attack. We don't get to kill all 3, but at least we don't lose any power. Ooh, still alive for now. I really want this. But it's pretty greedy. I probably won't have time to destroy the 2 mountains. And 7 enemies is a bit much. Although I do get a core. And they're basically worth 3 corporate reputations. So even if I don't get either of these, I'll still be up 1, I guess. I'll be up 3. The thing is, I can't take any grid damage. Will that be possible? I think I'm going to play it safe instead. I'll have more of a chance of getting a perfect island if I run these. I think this is the right choice. Oh, and luckily for us we get a pod, that's fantastic. Alright, what I've decided to do is use this firefly here to kill this alpha hornet here. So first of all, I'll push these 2 into their respective tiles, use the rocket mech to leave this alpha hornet on 1 HP, and use this jet to jump over and attack this scion. Because if this alpha hornet dies before this dies, then I lose a power grid, guaranteed. So luckily for me, the attack order is so that the damage from the electric clouds goes off before any of these attacks. In order for us to minimize the grid damage, I'm going to have to use my rocket on this hornet here. I'm also going to push these 2, blocking this firefly's attacks, and getting rid of this rock by pushing this alpha digger into his own wall. Unfortunately, I'm going to have to hit my own unit, but that cancels the attack of the alpha digger, saving the cities. Luckily for me, now this leaves the alpha digger blocked off with nowhere to go. This turn's not so bad. I'm gonna jump over this firefly here. I'm gonna rocket this Leaper, primarily because he's a bit of a threat with his string ability. And then I'm simply going to push this last Firefly into the rock there, while also picking up the time pod. To finish this off, we're going to push this Firefly into the smoke here. Push this Firefly back. And then I'm going to use a jet, because Archimedes can still get XP, whereas this rocket mech cannot. Okay. That was a flawless mission, which is exactly what we needed, given our current predicament. Alright, we're slowly getting our power back, and a time pod as well. That's okay. So we should just chuck that on here for now. Luckily for us, it doesn't need any power, although it doesn't save cities from the initial hit. Okay, still on track for a perfect island, so we really need to prioritize killing this Hornet leader and protecting the corporate tower. But always remember to use your reactor cores before going into your next mission too. I think I'm going to go for the shield self at the moment, and perhaps change that to shield friendly the next core I get. Okay, not too bad with the spawns here. Ideally, I don't have to deal with this Leaper first turn. As I said, we want to prioritize damage on this Hornet leader, and also, if possible, block at least one Vex spawn. Now this Alpha Firefly here isn't really causing any problems at the moment, so we're going to let him be. We'll use the rocket mech to fire at the Hornet leader, also killing this Leaper here, Leaper. We're then going to push the boss back one, and then jump over him as well. So for this turn, I want to push this Alpha Firefly back, and then push him into the smoke, and also he'll be blocking a Vex spawn here. Now I could jump over this Alpha Digger this way, but that would put me too far out of position, so what I want to do is come from the other way and go back across here. Another generous turn. First we'll start off by pushing these two out of the way. I'll finish off the Digger so I don't have to deal with him next turn. Jump over this Firefly. Actually, I think I'd prefer to take out this leaper here. Leapers are far more dangerous simply because of the fact that they can hold your units down, potentially, and then restrict your options in terms of dealing with their turn. Okay, I'm simply going to use this jet to kill this leaper. Leave the pulse mech as is to block the shot. And there's not much to do here. We won't get a kill, plus there's no XP to be gained, so we'll leave it as is. Whew. I'm glad that's over. We got a perfect run, which means we'll get an island reward as well. That one's okay. We do need the grid damage, but I always go for pilots over grid power. Yeah, power, not damage, my mistake. Because you can always sell these pilots for 2 corporate reputations, and then you can use those corporate reputations to buy power grid anyway. And so you always unlock all the pilots, even though I already have this pilot. Mind you, because I lost a pilot, it'll be more beneficial for me to equip him here. So he's got +1 mech reactor, which is really nice. I've decided I want Harold on the jet mech instead. So I'll take that off. Switch him out, and I'll actually put Archimedes onto this pulse mech because her special ability, Fire and Forget, will be very useful when blocking Vex spawns with the shield that you get. So I'm going to move the basic Zoe over to the rocket mech to get +1 move. He has +1 mech reactor, so we'll be able to give him another move there. That looks good to me. That's not bad. These two are very tempting as well. It's also not too bad either. It's not really necessary because we can always upgrade the pulse mech to shield allies as well. Unfortunately, this costs 2 power. It can be very useful. I think I'm just gonna go for the reactor cores here again. And then using Archimedes. Giving him +1 move. And activating his special ability. Now that we've used up all of our reputation, it's time to leave the island. And look at these last two. And unfortunately for us, both of them have the bombing Vec. As you can see, the last Vec in that list there. I do believe this acid island is marginally more difficult, so I think we're going to try that one next. But for now, we are done. We've finished this second desert island. We only just got past it too. This isn't turning out to be such an easy run after all, but we made it. So far, we're holding on. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you enjoy it, feel free to drop a like. And take care, guys. Appreciate you.